Sex cop Maegan Hall settles lawsuit against the city for grooming her cooter.
Maegan Hall, the only female officer fired in connection to Laverne Police Department scandal, reaches a settlement with the city. She will receive $500,000 because she dismissed a lawsuit against the city. Hall and 4 other officers were fired in January of last year after an investigation showed she and other male officers had sex on the job and lied about it. But the lawsuit claimed that she was a victim of sexual harassment and that she was groomed. Since the investigation made national headlines, her attorney said she was publicly ridiculed, which made it difficult for her to find a job. The city did not admit any liability, and Hall's settlement money will not come from taxpayer dollars. We are told the city's insurance provider will pay that $500,000.
BBN Jack Frost. What up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, Maegan Hall, the sex cop, the cop that was just begging everybody, she wins her lawsuit. Okay. So apparently what she decided to do was she was gonna sue the city. She sued them for 500, at least she won. She won 500K. She won more than 500K, actually. Apparently, what had happened was the Laverne board of the mayor and aldermen, basically, they had to sign off on it. They had to vote for it. Everyone said yeah, except for like one person. They was like, nah, we're not doing this. We don't believe in your mission. So one person just refused to sign it. But obviously, everybody else signed it. So it didn't matter. And it was the sign to just settle the agreement. I guess they didn't want any more looking around into whatever business is going on around there. So they say, yo, look, let's just pay her and get up out of here. There's no telling who else she could have just dragged into this, by the way. She probably had people on all types of different tapes. I don't know. I'll tell you about what's happening. We'll get to that. In any regard, the city's insurance is actually paying this, and I'm assuming that's why some of the people just decided to sign off on this and just let this get this right out of the way. This got to go out the way of the dinosaur, which is kind of wild for me also because they also claim no liability. So they claim no liability, but they did allow for their insurance to pay off. And also, besides the 500K, it was a gross settlement. So that means that besides that, they're also paying her court costs, and they're also any attorney fees and expenses she might have had. I guess she's like, I had to go drive all over the place to get here. I got lost every time I came. So I spent something like $6,000 on gas. She might have ran one of those also on them. I have no idea. In any regard, if she got in a car accident, could she have like made them pay? I only got in a car accident because I was headed here. Anyway, the city is claiming no liability though. They're saying that they're having no fault at this. It was a lot of shenanigans going on, just so we could be clear. So apparently what had happened was one of the officers had started the situation with her. That's a Sergeant Lewis Powell. He was the first one. He's right over her supervisor. Basically what she's saying is that he groomed her, because what happened was every day he was trying to get at her. So I don't know if she's ever been outside before, or if she's ever had a job and worked with men, if she considers somebody trying to get at her every day grooming her. I'm just saying. I know dudes that I've worked with that have tried to get at chicks every single day. They just said no. And then that was that. In any regard, the police chief also got fired behind this. I'm not sure if they're saying that he was involved in any of the shenanigans, but they are saying that he basically made off-the-cuff jokes about how everybody was running through her all the time. Yeah. You heard? The police chief. His name is Burrell Chip Davis. So, I think he's black too. So his name is Chip. I don't get it. Anyway, in any regard, she's saying several of the male officers. Also, just so we could be clear, you know, a ton of people got fired. She got fired also. That's why she was suing. Just so we could be clear. There was an internal investigation done. Apparently, also, just because she's, the way they're making it, I don't know how she wins this. Anyway, shout out to her lawyer. This guy's magnificent. In any regard, basically, they had a Girls Gone Wild theme party, and she went into the hot tub and just got naked. Also, she gave like 2 guys head. I don't know if it was at this party or another party, and I'm not sure if they're saying it was at the same time, but it was on duty. So she was just handing out favors. I don't know what to tell you in any regard. I don't know if she's still with her husband. I don't know if he's just with her. But last I did hear about the husband situation, he was blaming those guys. He was like, it was those guys' fault, honey. I know you had no choice. I mean, fam, this is going on in America. In any regard, she wins this case. This is dangerous. Things like this happening is dangerous. The reason why I say this is because there are a lot of not just police precincts, but just places in general where there's a shorty there and she's banging damn near everybody. Places are going to be scared to fire people now. They're going to be like, oh man, there's already been the precedents made. You know what? Let's fight it. They just settled out of court. They settled. So no, but places might be a little hesitant on now firing homegirl or dude that was running around banging everything. Now, not for nothing, remember this happened even on a bigger scale. What's that guy that was banging the white chick and they both got fired when they got found out because he left his wife or something? The black dude. Oh man, I don't know these guys' names. Shout out for them. They was but anyway, they got fired. You seen the blowback that happened from that? I think he just got awarded some money. I forgot his name. He just got awarded some money. Go look it up. In any regard, let me know what y'all guys think about this. I think this is all insanity. I don't think that you have the right to just be so sexually promiscuous out in the world and then not be held accountable for your own actions, which was the banging. One thing I do agree with, though, is this. Often people fear that the person that they're dating or that they're married to is at work and they doing the banging. You know that, right? I'll tell you a funny story real quick. So I'm not even going to tell you where I was at. So I was living in another state, right? So I had this job at a factory, a laundry and shit, right? I don't want to say too much more. And so I was dating this woman, right? And so apparently she thought I was banging my boss. I was not banging my boss. I didn't even try to bang my boss. I wouldn't even do that. I was banging her. Well, anyway, that in any regard. So she was like, really, she didn't want me working anymore. She thought I was banging I was not banging my boss. I promise you I was not banging my boss. Was somebody else banging the boss? You don't understand. Oh man. That was a very, very interesting point in my life. And she was actually A terrific woman. She was a terrific woman I was dating at that time. Absolutely terrific, by the way. Anyway, with that being said, I love y'all, everybody. Let me know what y'all guys think about this video. Do you think this is crazy? You think that she should be awarding any money? Nevertheless, $500,000. Also, all of her expenses. They just want her to go away. She had something on somebody and somebody got threatened. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one. I'm out.